What's up, everyone? It is your girl Keena Marie. Welcome back to my channel. And today I figured I would do like another part 2 of like my little girl talk series that I'm doing. And today I really wanted to talk about the steps on becoming financially free, because I feel like that's really important to know these things. And people will be like, oh, well, like, what's she know about that kind of stuff? Like, she still lives with her parents. So, like, keep in mind, like, that's a choice. And and in a way, that's also another like helpful tip or whatever, just so you can save money. So, that's okay too. But like, just know that take my advice with a grain of salt. Really listen to my advice though, because chances are I do give really good advice when it comes to things. And if anything, I need to follow these myself. So let's get into it. I'll be getting ready for the day while doing this. So I feel like the first step to becoming like financially free is all about your mindset. You have to have like the right mindset to like overcome like certain situations. If you go into like working towards being financially free, like if you have the wrong mindset about it, chances are you will never like get out of the certain situation that you are in. I'm trying to open this. So it's all about like having the right mindset. The law of attraction. I am a strong believer in the law of attraction. That's just me personally. And to me, if you don't have like the right mindset, like the whole like I do not chase, I attract mindset, then chances are like you'll never get out of your situation and it will just become like this whole disaster. So the law of attraction, it does exist, really think about it, because it's really important to know these things. Snowball, you extra today, aren't you? There you go. Sorry, I'm gonna put on my foundation real quick. It takes a lot of focus to do these things for me personally, because I'm not a multitasker. Go down the neck. So the next step I'm doing is putting on my foundation. That's just what I do after putting on my primer. I'm out of most of my makeup supplies, and it's very frustrating, but it'll be okay. So the next step to becoming financially free is the whole credit situation. It's really important nowadays to have really good credit, and I'm not going to get too involved in my personal life. But no, and this is something I learned. People will talk about how there's only one way to build up your credit, but that's like not true. There are like more than one ways. I'm putting on my powder. There are more than one ways to build up your credit. And one of the best things you can do is go talk to your bank and talk about what would be the best way for you to build up your credit, because sometimes people struggle with that because they may have a certain job where their income may not be high enough to apply for a card. But there are other ways around that. So just kind of go talk to your bank and figure out what would be the best option for you to build up your credit, because everybody's different. The third step is, to me, this is really important, and I feel like people really underestimate this, because they're like, how can you become financially free? Like, if you like do this step, like, why is that important? Nowadays, people are really talking down on going to college, and I'm trying to figure out which step I want to do next. I don't know where my bronzer went, but like, nowadays people like will not go to college. Okay, I'm gonna do brows next. And me personally, I believe that college is really important, because in college they provide certain steps for you to get out on your own. And oh girl, you just slapped me in the face. But they can provide certain resources to help you get out on your own and help you become financially free. The thing about college is that it's very underestimated, and there's tons of resources out there. and they can help you. And plus, like, it can help you find the right career for you to become more financially free, because the most important thing about becoming financially free is finding a career that you really enjoy. Snowball, no ma'am. And it's really important to find like a career that you're passionate about so you can become financially free. So to me, you know, it's just really important to think about those things. Not only does it provide good resources, but it also provides a whole bunch of other stuff too, like a good career. And there is like career service people up there at the college, or whatever college you choose to. I'm sure they have them at every college. Are my brows even? Girl, I cannot focus because of this cat. Snowball, why do you feel the need to walk in front of my camera like that? She's fine. No, ma'am. I know you like attention, but we're not going to do that, okay? Alright. She is very well treated, guys. Don't let her fool you, because she's just Snowball. She's a bully. She likes to... Yes. Okay, so... Oh! See, I told you she was a bully. Okay. Be nice. Hold on. Okay, so now going in with liner, now that my cat's kind of chilled out for a second. But, so the next step I have for you, or the next thing, and this is like really important for you to do this, and this step is like really underestimated, and this part comes like with money. So anytime like you go to the store or whatever, like I prefer to use cash personally, and I'm gonna tell you why. And like, this is only like if you do cash and they give you a certain amount of change back. And like the thing about change and quarters and nickels and dimes is that with all that, say your bag gets really full of change, and I did not know about this step until my mom told me about this step, but like the thing about that is that you can take your change and you can take it to the bank and they can put it through a change machine, and that will give you like a couple of dollars or whatever to help you get through the week. Me, I'm constantly going to the bank and putting my change to the thing just so I can have money throughout the week to get lunch or whatever I choose to do with it. That's a really important thing to remember, because some people like forget about that kind of thing. Okay, liners. What's the next step? The next step to becoming financially free, and this one's really important, is that no, it's okay to work more than one job. However, if you're like in a major career, well, I wouldn't say this wouldn't go towards you if you were working a major career, like if you were already a nurse or if you were already a police officer. You know, if you are one of those things, that probably wouldn't apply to you. But if you're doing like a small thing, like working a little low income job, you can work more than one job. With me personally, over the summer I had more than one job, and what worked for me was that I was also babysitting. So like there are things that can help you, like for an example, like babysitting, that you can do that for a low income job, or you can house sit, you can do that for a low income job. There are like so many options out there that you can do, and you can, I mean, even if you did have an income job, like if you were a police officer or if you were already a nurse, you can also babysit also with it also, if you have the time for it, because that could help you out a ton too. I just totally screwed up my eye makeup. I was trying to go for the crease and it just does not look cute. I'm gonna try to blend it out. That's why I need to start doing the whole like eyelid brush thing. We are so bad at makeup. It's pitiful. It's just pitiful. I'm gonna try to blend it out some. mean, it don't look bad. We can cover it up with glasses. People be like, why do you wear glasses all the time? To cover up my screwed up makeup. We try. We're just not very good at it. And I was just talking about my mindset. This was like really sad. So the next step that I have is this one's really, really important. Start a savings account. If you have it's really important if you have like, if you are making a decent amount of income, it's really important to start a savings account. Going in with my mascara. And I usually curl my lashes, but I don't know where I did with that thing. And the thing is, starting a savings account is really important because then, and I heard this tip from something about, like, I heard this tip from this other YouTuber. We love her so much, Adeline Morin. Take a certain percentage of your savings and put it in, or take a certain percentage of your money, put a certain percentage of it in your savings, and put a certain percentage of it in your checking account. And that will make things like so much easier on you. And we did not know that step until I started watching other YouTubers, and you know, you learn as you watch. Okay, now I'm going in with my lips. I feel like this kind of looks cute. Okay, so now we're done, and now I'm going to finish my steps. So the next step I have for you is to truly invest in your mental health. You cannot become independent on your own if you do not have decent mental health. So I honestly, in my opinion, taking part of your paycheck to see a therapist or a psychiatrist or a life coach, if you take that like percentage like of your paycheck and if you take that percentage and invest in a really good therapist, and there are resources out there too that some of them you do not have to pay for a therapist, and that brings me back to going to college, the resources part of it. If there are counselors at your college that you can see, but if you have to pay for a therapist, it's really important to invest in your mental health so you can focus and be independently like on your own. Because if your mental health is poor, that's going to affect like everything else in your life, and you won't be able to function, and you wouldn't be able to independently be on your own. I'm recently having to learn about this. The next step is be nice. If you're nice to a lot of people and you have an outgoing personality, me personally, I'm having to work on that because I'm just sometimes not a good person. And I had to really think about that. Because if you're nice to those around you and they really start to like you or whatever, then that you say you apply for a job or whatever, and say you're nice to those around you. There are things on a job application called personal references. And that's why you need to be nice to those around you, and you need to have a good personality, because you need those personal references in order to get a job. And that way they can tell you, yes, this person is reliable, yes, you can depend on this person. And if your personality is going downhill, which is another reason why you need to have really good important mental health, or really good mental health, because if all that's going downhill, you can lose those around you, and you can lose those personal references. Sorry about that. My family's leaving, going somewhere. This whole video is a mess, y'all. So the next step is remember everything is an opportunity. Me, I struggled with this part of it because, listen, Snowball, don't fight again. But say you go see a career coach, and your career coach sends you multiple job applications over email, because that happened to me. And this is just what happened to me for an example. When my career coach sent me multiple job opportunities, like over email, like to apply for certain positions, I first said, I wouldn't be good at that. I said, I wouldn't be good at that. And then I also said, what if I can't do that? Like, what if I'm not ready to, like, work in a hospital environment, not necessarily working with patients, but, you know, oh, girl, don't bite me. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all. I almost just had to have a come to Jesus meeting with this cat. But it's most importantly, remember everything is an opportunity around you. So, and it's like I said this, I first said, no ma'am. I first said, like, I wasn't going to apply for those positions. And then whenever I went back and re-looked at it, I said, honestly, it's worth it applying for those positions, even if I do have doubt, which brings me to this. You do not need to have doubt within yourself, because if you have doubt within yourself, for example, like with your mental health and everything else, you may not, like, be able to get a job, which is another reason why you need to invest in your mental health. And my last step is, I talked about this quite a bit in this video, and the most important thing is work with the career coach, because he can provide you the proper steps on getting out on your own. And thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. My name is Keena Marie, and I love you guys so much.